Good morning. Oh, did you
Morning.
run off? Come
I
back.
heated up my coffee.
Well, good morning. Merry Christmas Eve. Good morning, Beverly. She's watching on YouTube. I can see that. At Beverly Folan 6934. Must have been a lot of Beverly Folans for her
Yeah,
to get that
yeah.
far.
Each one more valuable than the last.
Yeah. Well, she must be the last one then.
She's the very last one. Yeah.
Each one more valuable than the last. It would be previous, but yeah. Never mind.
I love her.
English no, that's the saying. You said it right, but English language is so messed up. So Christmas Eve, man, that's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
And look, I batteryized my light back there. So
Oh man. Oh man.
yeah. My goal for next year, I think I said it last year, but I didn't get around to it. My goal for next year is to hook a little thing that'll just automatically turn it, Um, got our Christmas tree here with our coffee cup, our other Christmas tree, and then our summit stuff on there.
Man,
Everyone is valuable in God's eyes, Beverly says.
there you go.
She is correct. Um,
Did she just type that?
she did.
She's way ahead of me.
Well, she's.
I don't get what's people type on the screen on my side.
Oh, you don't?
Nope, so I have to look over and see what she's.
Oh, really? That's odd.
Let me see.
Here,
I'm
watch
gonna try and hit full screen and see if I get it.
this. Ready?
I
Can
get
you see it
something
on your screen now? Oh, I can click on it and show it on the screen.
Oh, that's all right.
Well, I did, but you don't see it?
Yes, everyone is valuable in God's eyes. Beverly Folan. Okay.
Isn't that
Yeah,
cool?
got it.
But I'll click on each one as they come up. Oh, you're on your computer, right?
Yeah.
And it's a Mac, isn't it?
It is.
Well, that's supposed to do everything automatically.
You got me on this morning.
Man, I tell you. Since we're on computers, we'll go ahead and hunt that rabbit down and shoot it. PC, I think, is trying to keep up with Apple. I get updates on my PC almost every day. I don't know if you do, but here's the funny thing: even though you click automatic updates, most of them you still have to click to update. So, I don't
Need
know.
an automatic clicker. That's what I need.
The only one on the Mac that is like that is when there's an update, when they do a new operating system.
Yeah.
It gives you the choice of when you want to do that instead of.
Yeah, there's a new one available.
Yeah. And on your phone, if you wait long enough, it'll just do it.
Yeah, I finally gave up on the phone and just did the automatic updates. Occasionally I'll get a thing that says, "Tonight we're going to mess with your phone. Are you ready?" Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, mine tries to do that, and then the next morning it says, "You're going to have to free up some memory on your phone if you want us to update." So mine's a little behind. I think I'm on like iOS 18 or something like that. That's not my phone. My phone is a 10. But
yeah, I was just looking
something. Let me see here. I probably shouldn't mess with it. I'm gonna fry my phone real quick. Let's see. I'm on 18.7.2.
Wow.
And I think when I was we're visiting my brother-in-law and his family, they were at like on 22 or 26 or something. I don't know.
Mine updates automatically, and I'm on 18.7.2.
Okay.
So you should be up to date on your phone.
I am. We're up to date on our phones. On other people's phones, there's some more updates. Yeah. That's okay.
The iPhone 26 Pro.
Yeah, something. And you notice real quick, you probably can't tell, I have one camera right here.
Same.
Where phones have like 3.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right with me. What do you got? You got
10.
the 10? Man, I tell you, we are just totally in sync. Not the boy band group, or I don't know if that's a boy band. Uh,
Yeah, we'd be Backstreet Boys, I think.
well, I don't even know if we could do that. We might be the Alley Boys. Hey Dennis, Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas
Almost.
Eve. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
always ahead of us, one day ahead.
He is. He is. Well, they are an hour ahead. We're,
Oh, that.
yeah. So he's. In fact, Dennis gets to go to bed an hour earlier than we do on New Year's Eve, whenever the ball drops.
Well, let us know what that day's going to be like, Dennis.
By the way, Dennis, if you watch the ball drop in London, you can go to bed 8 hours earlier. The way that works, man.
When we were in
what?
Guam, the saying there was where America's day begins. It was the earliest you could be and still be in the same day.
Oh, really? How many hours ahead is that?
I never figured it out, but
I just know it's fun when you travel like that. Like the longest plane ride I ever did was 17 hours on the same plane. We did land to refuel in Rome, but we didn't get off the plane. I think it's only like an 11-hour flight. But when you're traveling 500-600 miles per hour, losing time as you go, probably be asleep by 8 anyways.
At my age, I travel that far on an airplane. When I get off, my ankles are as big as my waist.
Oh, they make compression socks.
They do, and I wear them. I can blow out a pair of compression.
Oh, really? I haven't tried them, but I hear they help.
Yeah, they help.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'll message Dennis at 11 o'clock on Christmas Eve and see what the New Year is going to be like.
There you go. On New Year's Eve.
He'll message me back at 5 o'clock the next morning to let me know. I saw that as a meme. I'm at the place in life where if you message me at 9 o'clock at night, I'll return your message at 4:30 in the morning. Oh, well, I'm maybe 15 or 14 or 15 hours ahead. Dang.
Was that Dennis?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Of course. Sorry. Of course.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll pop it up there. I'll pop it up when they come.
Okay. Yeah. I know it's the earliest U.S. territory, but that's all I know.
South Korea is not a U.S. territory yet?
Albuquerque?
South Korea is not a U.S. territory yet?
Oh, no. Guam is, so.
Well, Trump's got a few more years, so.
Yeah. That and Greenland.
Oh, man. Well, so the message on Sunday was others first. That and boy, this is one of those things that's easy to talk about, but it is hard to do in daily life. Yeah. That real love is putting others' interest before ours.
Yeah, I love the way you say, because it's simple doesn't make it easy.
Yeah. I tell people that all the time. Oh, well, that's simple. They're like, really? I said, well, it's not easy. But, yeah. I'll pop that up there for you. Vicky says, hello and Merry Christmas. Yes, we are almost there. We're in the countdown. But it's Christmas Eve, and that means for us that we've got one of my favorite Christmas services of the year, so it'll be fun. Getting ready for that. I showed up this morning and some of our lights kind of were droopy outside, so I had to get the ladder and put them back up and tell them just a couple of more days.
Hang in there, baby.
Christmas. We celebrate Christmas with family on Christmas Eve. So usually we do it with a little bit more extended family with Shara and her husband and little Mason. But They're all sick. Stuff's going around, so you guys
Oh,
be sure and
oh.
take your vitamin C and zinc and all that good stuff. So, so it'll be Chris and Hillary and little Obadiah. Obadiah's first Christmas. Man, that little
Man.
dude. And
If
forgot what I
anybody
did with it.
hasn't seen the latest pictures, get on Chris and Hillary on Facebook. His
Oh
photos,
man,
man, he is
he is.
5 pounds of personality in a 2 pound sock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is just crazy. I'll show. I don't know if everyone's seen that picture. Um, made him a little Java and Jesus mug, and I mean, you don't have to get him to pay. He just does that kind of stuff. So, and I forgot what I did with it. Oh, here it is. It's up here. Um, just just for size reference, and here's my Java and Jesus mug, which is small, and so it is just it's teeny tiny.
Boy, I tell you, you blink twice, you'll be switching mugs with him.
Wait, that's okay with me. Yeah, if I have to use a small cup like that, it's going to have espresso in it. So others first, and man, you know when God, we think about stuff like that, and that love is putting the interest of others before ours. Um, but God always leads the way. God always initiates, and I love it how God has always initiated relationship with Adam and Eve, and He still does with us. But
Traveled from heaven to earth to spend it with
yeah,
us.
yeah, we just sang that song. Yeah. I've been rattling around with Christmas songs in my head. I haven't watched White Christmas yet. That might be a
Ah,
tonight before I go to bed kind of thing. Um, Cynthia and I, boy, we're all kinds of rabbits running around. They're all Christmas rabbits, so it's okay. Cynthia and I just had an afternoon. She goes, "Let's watch some Christmas movies." And I'm like, "Okay, what do you want to watch?" And she said, "Home Alone." what? I guess the Home Alone movies happen at Christmas, so we watched Home Alone 1 and 2.
cool.
um, we so last year, a year ago, Thanksgiving, or 2 years ago, Thanksgiving, we spent a Thanksgiving with some friends in Dallas, and they Hope and Mark had never seen Die Hard, which is
Oh,
funny
yeah.
because it's considered a Christmas movie.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
Christmas, so we watched Die Hard and forgot what rough language is in there. We're telling them they were 23. Guys, cover your ears. Anyhow, so to put others first, God did it first, and He always paves the way for us. And I love it. I'll just read a few of the verses that I had in there. Um, Therefore, the Lord, this is Isaiah chapter 7. Therefore, the Lord Himself will give you a sign. Behold, a virgin will conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name Emmanuel. And that's exactly what you said, God with us. That God, in the reconciliation of mankind, even though He took initiative with Adam and Eve after they had sinned, God came in the garden looking for Adam. Um, and here's some others. John 1:18. I love this one. No one has ever seen God, the only God who is at the Father's side. He has made Him known. That God sent Jesus, this amazing thing, that the Word made flesh. But Jesus came to show us the love of the Father. I mean, to show us what the Father's like. But I mean, God is love, John says. And then 1 John 4:9. In this, the love of God was made manifest among us, that God sent His only Son into the world that we might live through Him. It just blows me away. And so we just did Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew in the men's Bible study, and in that one, Jesus, when they ask Him, because it's written to Jews, when they ask Him what's the greatest commandment, Jesus tells them, He quotes from Leviticus and Deuteronomy: "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself." Is the second one. But then in John, Jesus,
New commandment.
yeah, Jesus said, "A new commandment I give you," and he raises that. He says, "Love one another like I've loved you," and he showed us what that love looks like. 1 John 4:19, we love because he first loved us. But just amazing to me, if I hit it wrong button, but amazing to me, God sets the stage for us. He gives the example for us. But what does it look like to love one another? What does it look like to put other people first in our lives?
Yeah.
So you guys chime in. Tell me.
Years and years ago, and I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody said or wrote that it was to seek the other person's highest good.
Mm.
Actively. I like the way Jesus turned it from a noun to a verb. He didn't say in love, he said go love.
Love one another.
Yeah.
At its heart, of course, most things are, but in language, at its heart, love is a verb. The noun comes from the verb.
Yeah. Bev and I, of course, we never argue anymore, but back in the day,
Because you finally learned she's always right.
she's always right, and I'm all that's left. Now, I'll tell you that story later. That's another rabbit we can chase. But at the end of the argument or during the argument, one or the other of us would say, "Well, do you still love me?" or "Why do you still love me?" Well, said I would.
But and that's the thing. So I did just a little bit of premarital counseling with my niece and her fiance when we were there, and I said, I'm going to tell you three things because I like threes. One, the secret to a long marriage, and they're leaning in. Of course, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are leaning in too. And I said, you find the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, then you spend the rest of your life with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the secret to a long marriage.
Hang in there. Time. That's the secret to a long marriage.
Yeah. The secret to a happy marriage is, and then so they lean in, put the other person first.
Always and completely.
Yeah. Put the other person first. Look out for their interest before you look out for your own. Put the other person first. And don't compromise. And I think I said that on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because compromise is almost okay, I gave in last time, it's your turn to give in. And it creates a you owe me kind of situation. And you don't want that in marriage. And I tell couples later on, not premarital counseling, but later on, you're keeping score when you say stuff like you always or you never. You've been keeping score when you say that.
Yeah.
You always leave your clothes on the floor. Or you never wash the dishes and put them. Well, how do you know unless you're keeping score? But that's kind of the attitude that compromise kind of makes. Is
At one point you said in the past you said it's not a 50-50 proposition because that meets in the middle. If anybody gives 49, then there's a gap where stuff can fall through.
Yeah, there are times where
yeah.
If you do that, if both of you give 100%, you're going to make it. And then I told them that the secret to a strong marriage. So we got long, happy, and strong. Secret to a strong marriage is to have it centered on Jesus. If you center your lives on Jesus, center your marriage on Jesus, that'll be a strong marriage.
I don't know if I can say this without crying. I'll try. I'll grin. But Bev and I's wedding ring, the ring that she wears has a diamond in the middle and then 2 diamonds on either side. And the way we figured it is that it's a triangle, us and her, me and her on the bottom, and God at the center. And the closer you get to God, then the closer you are to each other.
And that's exactly right. Yeah. Jesus said, he talked about if you build on this rock, then the winds will come the rains will come, the winds will blow, and there's a fun little kid song that goes like, "The rains came down and the floods came up."
It occurs to me that that closer you get to God thing, the closer you are to each other, then the less you have to reach to make 100%. Easier it
Oh,
is.
wow. So if you build on that foundation, then the winds and waves and storms of life can beat against that all they want, but it's going to be strong.
Yeah, firm foundation.
Yeah, but it, that you put one another first, and what's funny is I this, I love messing with teenagers' minds. It's just a hobby of mine. So I love to mess with their minds. Oh, I missed a comment over here because I went over. Oh, Jose is on.
Hey.
There he is. Noche buena. Good night. Noche.
Christmas
Noche
Eve.
buena.
Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas and Noche
I think that's what he means.
Yeah.
And good Eve. I've never. We have a young guy coming to church. Have you met Alfredo yet?
Yes.
Okay. And he's still working on his English some, and so I was inviting him to the Christmas Eve service and talking to him in Spanish, and realized I didn't know how to say Christmas Eve in Spanish, so maybe that's Noche Buena.
Noche Buena.
So I said what I hear all the time what the Tex-Mex people do. They'll be speaking in Spanish and then they throw an English word in there. So.
Yeah.
Bienvenido a Java and Jesus, because some things are just names you just say. So if we just learn to, but it's hard in life because this Paul talks about in Romans chapter 7 this old self. Vicky says, I love messing with everybody's mind.
You know him too well, Vicky.
I do, but Vicky, the more mature ones know how to handle it better. I get to watch those little teenage minds just explode. Christmas Eve where families get together for dinner. Yeah. Okay. And we do that, but we've had to change it with kids in the mix. Our Christmas Eve is now a lunchtime kind of thing. Because with little babies, they don't stay up past 7:00. So, yeah, it is a good night when you can get family together for dinner. So, I don't have any profound ways on putting others first. Do you have any profound what?
It comes from a friend of mine. He's pastor up at Summit Christian Fellowship. By the way, the hats up there have a little slot in the back where you can tuck that tab in. I just wanted to,
It doesn't stick out on the side when.
No, it tucks right in by the buckle.
That's cool.
They're amazing hats.
Well, I'll tell you, the corduroy hat, because I added a new one to the shop. The corduroy hat, that must have been an issue because it has this little brass thing that outlines the hole where you stick that in. So you can.
I needed that because you can't see it when it's. So anyway, my pastor friend says, what if love wasn't designed to make you happy, but to make you holy?
Wow.
So, processing love or doing love, being active in the verb.
Yeah. Beverly says to ask what Jesus would do.
That was the answer to a question a long time ago.
That was the answer to a question a long time ago.
I know. Yeah. Well, but it's what I just said. How do we put others first?
Yeah.
What would Jesus do? And so here's the thing that's funny. We do this instinctively when we're trying to woo our loved one, right? Woo is a word that we need to bring back. We need our youngsters to learn what woo means. Not woo, but
woo.
that we woo them. I don't know a better word for it, but we do that instinctively. I know what I was going to say. Messing with teenagers' minds, I tell them that they can't date until they get married, and they think I mean cheat on their spouse. I say no. Your spouse is who you date. But we quit doing that, don't we? That we kind of quit doing that. Before we're married, when you first started dating Beverly, I would suppose, it was back when McDonald's hamburgers were a nickel. I don't know. I don't
You had to
remember
walk there because there were no cars.
Ice cream cone.
when
Ice cream cones were a
McDonald's
nickel.
hamburgers were a nickel. I was too young. I didn't pay for them back then, so I didn't care. But so that was in the 50s. I wasn't here in the 50s. I was here at the end of the 60s, but I don't remember. So that means I was really here. So anyways, we would, when you first start dating someone, you always put them first. You just do. You know, and it's, you don't play the game of where you want to go to eat. I don't care where you want to go eat. You go where if they can't decide a place, you've tried to figure out a place where they would want to go, and that's where you go. Yeah. And you just put them first, and we don't even think about, you know, when you first start dating, putting me first. I mean, man, I would tell anybody, if you just begin a romantic relationship with someone and they're putting themselves first, run, because that only gets worse. you know, because we just do that. We do that instinctively in the beginning of our relationship, and we know, those of us who've been married a while, you have to cultivate that romantic relationship, and you do that by putting the other person first. You know, and the people we're closest with, I think, here's my theory, my hypothesis: the people we are closest with are the ones that's hardest to do.
Well, yeah, there's more opportunities to go wrong when you're with them all the time.
Yeah, and so I you know, just. I don't have we just have to be mindful and maybe just ask the Holy Spirit to help us to do that.
What Beverly said, what would Jesus do? I would say, what did Jesus do? Take that as the example.
Yeah. And I mentioned on Sunday, that doesn't mean love, real love, God love, doesn't mean that we just let people get away with whatever they want. Sometimes it means we have to have some hard talks with them. You know, you say the hard things sometimes. And I'm thinking, you know, parents with kids, you just don't let them do whatever they want. That's not what love is. Good grief.
Yeah, that's seeking their highest good. Sometimes that's uncomfortable.
Well, parents could go to jail for just letting kids do whatever they want. You know,
right on.
Your 18-month-old is running down 82 because you're not watching them. That's on the parent, you know. The loving thing is to not let them do that. And you know, the hardest time I think for that is running the gauntlet at Walmart. And now you have to run the gauntlet before you get in. And then if you don't do self-checkout, you got to run the gauntlet again at the cash register. We do half of our gauntlet. We do half of our shopping right before you turn to go into the registers now, because they have lots of stuff there.
Yep.
So let me just encourage you guys, and God set the example for us, and to put other people first, to actively work to do that. And as we tonight and tomorrow celebrate the birth of Jesus, just bask, be amazed, wonder at God's love for us.
Yeah, chase that verb.
Yeah, he did that, and he does that all the time. Mm-hmm. And you and I press into prayer a whole lot, because that's kind of a hard thing sometimes. But sometimes the most loving thing God can say in answer to our prayer is no.
Oh, yeah.
Larry, I'm not going to do that. You know, he told Paul that, the Apostle Paul, 3 times, and I don't think that was 3 quick ones. I think that was 3 seasons of prayer that Paul
Yeah.
spent to remove the thorn in the flesh. And God says,
Yeah.
no, Paul, I'm going to show you that my power is perfected in your weakness, and people are going to see that. So, well, let me pray. Close this out. No Java and Jesus on Friday. I'll put a devotion up or video up for you. I'm going to sleep in, whatever that looks like, with animals in the house. That means
Good
I
on
might
you.
sleep until 6. Yeah. But let me pray for you guys as we head out and prepare our hearts to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Lord, thank you for this time of year that we can center our hearts and our minds on the fact that, God, we can only love because you loved us first. That you always take initiative in relationship with us. So, Father, I pray that you would help us to follow your example and do that with others. God, that we would put their interests before ours, that we'd love others the way Jesus loved us and demonstrated that on the cross. Lord, as people travel and go to be with family and make preparations to celebrate Jesus' birth, I just pray that, God, in the midst of all the hustle and bustle and cleaning and buying and traveling, Lord, that you would help us to center our hearts on Christ, the greatest gift that was ever given. And that, God, you loved us first. Help us to love others that way. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks for hopping on, Jim.
Thank you, sir. I just glanced on our way bowing down. We look a lot the same from the top.
Yeah. I can't. I'm still working on fleshing that out.
Oh,
You're a little bit older, so maybe by the time I hit your age, I'll be there.
that's it. Yeah.
It won't happen. It took me 36 years to fill that middle part in right there. Well, love you guys. Merry Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas. And we'll see you on Sunday. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, hopefully some of you Christmas Eve, Christmas
Tonight.
Day.
Yeah.
We'll be online. Yeah, tonight and tomorrow. And then Sunday's the last Sunday of the year.
It's online tonight?
What's that?
It's online tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, streaming tonight and tomorrow. We'll stream. We try to stream all of our services.
Excellent.
So we'll see you then. Love you, brother.